Hi guys, it's me, it's Constance with Charming Custom Crafts here on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. And today is the 24th of May, and it is my 24th day of Family Matters Month 1. So I wanted to share something that I've been trying to finish, I should say, for the last week or two, because I was trying to figure out the last spin on it. But I keep telling you guys that I have a brother scan and cut. I gave up the Silhouette and the Cricut a while back. I still have my e-bosser. And eventually I'm going to sit down and show you everything that I personally use and I consider must-have products. Tools to use after all these years. I can honestly tell you from having different things that some things are just worth putting the money into. So I have this share. This is a layout, and I know you guys might be getting tired of paper products, and I'm sorry, but I have a lot of stuff to do. So you'll see me do things every so often, which I got a couple good ones coming, and some that I've started, but I haven't gotten back to. But this is a layout that I mean of us having family time. I was trying to find the right words there without spoiling it. And it's where my daughter works for now. I mean, she's been working there for a while. She's technically got 3 jobs. She just gets hours when she can, so you guys can understand. She'll be 19 here in a few weeks. But so in this layout, it was family time, and it was, I can tell you because I don't want to show it yet. But she works at Splitsville. And Splitsville is a kind of a high-end bowling place. If you go to Disney and you've been to what used to be downtown Disney, it is now downtown Disney Springs. Sorry, they have a very, very big one with multi-level floors. It is, a bar and nice eating area and bowling. So the one that she works at is here in Tampa, but this one is. Hold on, I want to turn that music down. Just stick with me, because I don't want somebody tuning me in for anything, because it's on Pandora. And I just want to 66, 70, which is what I always do. Anyway, we're listening to Rock and Robin there for a minute. And now we're listening to Comes Over Me. See, I don't need somebody getting mad at me, but I really do listen to music. I'm motivated in the morning. So, anyway, this was, I think this was after a shift, or it was before one of her shifts, and my husband used to be a very big bowler on many leagues, and then over the years, as we got to where we were constantly dealing with kids and him with deployments, he hadn't got a chance to really get back into it, and I think he's dying to dive back into it a lot more than he has here. But I got where it was funny, because my son, he was doing good, and then he gets frustrated with confidence. But I happened to snap like 5 pictures because my daughter had ordered us food, and it was very messy, so I was kind of uncomfortable eating and bowling at the same time, because you never know whose fingers are down on the bowling ball. So it's I gotta show you. So guys, you just got spares and you got strikes, and you know what you get when you so many of them. So I happened to snap 3 perfect pictures at the right time, because with 3 strikes it's a turkey. So I got a kick out of it, and it gave me an idea. And there was spares, and then we had a turkey. Not a Thanksgiving turkey, but if you get 3 strikes in a row, it's a turkey. So this is called Spare Me Turkey. I had a blast. I got a chance to really lay out my layout with using my scan and cut. I wish, and I might have it on my phone here, the image that I took off the internet and I used on my scan and cut. But I'm going to show you, here is my daughter here at the first one, and there's my son, and there's my husband. And each one of those times, all 3 of them, not at the exact same time, all got a strike, so I thought this kind of works and congruent to the whole turkey thing, because 3 strikes in a row is a turkey. So I thought it was kind of comical to do spare, obviously with bowling spare. But the image that I used was just a basic bowling pin. I may have had the stripes in it or whatever. But if you haven't seen the Brother Scan and Cut, I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to be doing some lessons on it. It's an amazing machine. So I printed off the image. I scanned it into my machine, and I sized it, I measured it, so I got 3 very big pins, and then I took the pictures and I worked with that as a not necessarily overlay, but I used it as sort of a stencil to cut out the picture perfectly. And then I took the image that I already had on the machine and I reduced it, and I got the 7 other pens in the back that are making up my feathers to my turkey. And I put the red around the pens just like you would see the stripes around it. But on my family, I put double stripes here. And then that's just red grosgrain. The paper was already a bowling paper. It has these bowling balls around the edges. It worked in my favor because it's like the turkey going into the bowling balls. It's hilarious. I sit and laugh about it. But I did use Prima crystals in this, and I think it's one of those say cheese with crystals. I'm pretty sure it's in that same line. But I ended up taking, after I did the pens, I went and cut myself because this is a basic shape that comes with the machine. A ball. So this is my black bowling ball. And then I was trying to figure, oh my God, how am I going to do the turkey and the wings and the legs? So I had an extra picture that I printed off, and the coloring was just perfect for what I wanted to do. And that's what took me a little while, because my daughter was supposed to bring me a coaster. I had to, and I couldn't find it. Go figure, after I finished this, I found the coasters, because I was going to use the coaster as the turkey. But I ended up taking that extra picture, and I love the coloring because you can see how the bowling lanes, with the wood. So I made sure I cut out down here to where it looked more like the wood. I made sure I cut, and I measured it out to where it would. So you've got like the brown turkey legs, but these are also bowling pins. They're a little bit smaller than the other ones because I sized it down. And I trimmed off a little bit here and there. And then I took one of the main pieces because the turkey is light at the bottom, or light at the top and dark at the bottom. So it goes with that theme. And then I made 3 of these small ones here, and then I just snipped it a little bit. So this is another bowling pin. And if you can see the squirrels, I ended up using that in my advantage, and I used it towards the head over here. And then it just worked with an eye. And then I used some of the crystals. Arrows. These are all arrows, which there's the point behind the arrows because the arrows is what leads you in the direction of the pen. So I used all arrows in this. All the gems are arrows, individual type arrows. But I thought the comical behind it, it's like you can see, like I highlighted some of the feathers, and these are basically, the directional areas depending on which kind you have. And which bowling alley will either have the, Indian arrowhead, or will just have the basic line of the arrowhead. So I used those to my advantage. I used them on the legs down here to make them look like there were stripes in the wings. I used it on the turkey feather arm. Well, it's not feathers, but it was kind of the idea behind feathers. And then I just took one of my Prismacolor markers, and I did the head. I put just a little sparkle in it to almost look like a little feather here on the sides, around the areas, and then the eyes of the bowling ball. So that's really cute. But because I always know, if you see me flipping the feathers, I always add something. This is where I wanted to really use a coaster, and I didn't get a chance to. But my daughter said, "Hey Mom, look what I brought home. This is what we use for gift cards. Can you use that?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sure I can." Well, again, the whole color theme kind of went with it, because Splitsville is about red, white, and blue. But it gives it kind of an extra personal touch. It says you must be a kind of a big deal at Splitsville Luxury Lanes. And then I used bowling paper here for, I left this piece as it is, because this was the way the inside of the card is. And it kind of works with the whole wood grain. But the colors work together. And then I used a bowling paper, just enough to matte, and then just a little bit of black scrap that I have so that I can journal on here. And then if you're wondering about this is a parking token that we ended up getting to keep, because our daughter let us use her parking pass. So I kept the token, and it's here at the bottom, so it's another one of those things. And then here is exactly where she works. This is down in Ybor, Boardwalk, Tampa area. Channel side, sorry. So if you're wondering, they're very big into the bolts, especially right now because of the playoffs. But it's a beautiful area. It's great for more of the younger generation, though I would love to hang out there, but I just feel kind of too old to. I don't know, if I had my girlfriends with me, I'd probably go down there. But anyway, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that we could all have a good time, and I know you guys know who I'm referring to. You ladies know who you are. So anyway, so this is where she works. And then, again, I just use it to my advantage. and it just tucks away right behind the bowling pins, which is the turkey's. I'll put it back in a few minutes. Which is a turkey's feathers. So the bowling pins, the bowling balls, and spare me turkey. And I put me this way because it's rolling. You know, the bowling ball is rolling. So I think the way that the other pins are, it's like it's striking it. And anyway, it's a spare on the turkey. Turkey's a spare. I know I have a warped sense of humor, but it dawned on me at the bowling alley something like this, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I could put my thought into action. So I was able to. So I hope you like it. Enjoy the pictures and enjoy today, which is May 24, is Family Month 1, May 24th of 2016. So I hope you like it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.